Oh yeah, I would like to say I played all of them. There are a few that I missed. I didn't play Special Forces, but primarily I played 1, 2, 3 in Mythologies, and I even played Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. And but yeah, no, the second one was the most important to me though. It really kind of affected everything, just because I knew the characters so well and knew kind of their ending card with the storyline and whenever you beat the whole game kind of thing. And so I knew the stories pretty intimately. So to be able to kind of know that and go into it with somewhat of a fresh perspective on how to tell the best stories possible in a short amount of time, obviously, it influenced everything about it. That was great. You know, it was like I met the godfather of Mortal Kombat. You know, it's like he is almost single-handedly responsible for my like teenage video game playing years. You know, that's like kind of the only game I played, and my parents let me. Yeah, you know, I had a general idea. I would work with him and the team over at NetherRealm Studio, and we would go back and forth, and we never. The one thing that they were great about, and Ed was great about, was never saying that it has to be a certain way. He was very good at giving me kind of a creative freedom to change certain things that I felt were necessary to tell a better story. As long as it was telling a better story, everyone was okay with it. Oh yeah, definitely. I love it because I can't say I was a big fan of when it started to turn into the 3D world. Like you know, you shoot a move and you can move this way, and they spun in circles. I like that it's back to the 2D playing field, but with just 3D graphics. And it's the bloodiest one that's ever come out, so that's great. Classic version of me loves to play Cabal and Scorpion, but I recently started playing Smoke, and he's actually pretty fun to play with. I've never been I've never used him as a character before, but this go around pretty cool. I think it'd be great. I don't even think it'd be called a third movie. I think it'd just be called just another Mortal Kombat film. I think it we know that the first movies happened, but I would rather, like this game, just come out and have it be called Mortal Kombat. You know, it's like kind of, those existed, but now we're gonna start it over again. Yeah, I think that's everyone's dream, is to make the big feature version of it, which I'm assuming would be in 3D. Oh, well, you know, I think just in general to look forward to is that I think I'm finally being allowed to play in the genre space, just because my background is very music and dance heavy, and that was a big part of my life in that world. But I've always wanted to do genre movies, always. Not ignoring that whole other side of my background, but I definitely like this space. It's totally kind of I used to want to be Stan Winston. That was my first ever kind of goal, was to be a creature designer and a creature maker. I wanted to make like Pumpkinhead. But that I got to learn a little bit of that, and I think being a director has let me kind of be involved in all of those things that I really like to do. Like, I know After Effects, and I'm editing some of this in Final Cut Pro, so now I'm able to kind of take all of those elements and put it into this big project. I would love to do another one, actually. The reason being is that, I think a feature film obviously is like the big macro goal. But that's a very specific storyline, and you can only tell so many stories in, movie length. The web series, I'm not confined to that. I can tell very different stories in every single episode about every single character, and spend the time focusing on those characters. So I kind of want to do both. I think that will be the most fun. Oh, you got Sonya Jackson, Kano. You see how he gets an eye. You have Katana and Melina. You got Johnny Cage, Shang Tsung, Sindel, Shao Kahn, Baraka, Cyrax and Sector, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Quan Chi. Those are the ones that are in this season. There's a lot of them. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. Thank you.